Hey there, it's Steve here, and congratulations on clicking through to find out some more information about the Flow Selling Beta Build It program. It sounds like Bob the Builder. This is going to be a relatively informal session where I'm going to go through step by step to let you know what's in the program. It's not a presentation, it's not a pitch. I'm going to tell you what the price is, I'm going to tell you what's in it. For those of you who are ready and really do want to take everything to a massively whole new level and really smash your business, then this is going to be the program for you if you are ready. So let's get going as to what's in the program. And first and foremost, what is flow selling? It's going to take you from potential sales pace through to rocket pace. It is going to be a massive jump in the type of training that I've ever done before. Now, you're getting this, potentially you've been through one of my seminars, my workshops, masterclasses, or most importantly, you've gone through one of the training programs that actually includes Blueprint Conversion System. It's assuming that you have done some of my training on positioning, packaging, blueprint, and selling. Okay, so that's that. That has got some phenomenal results. What you're about to see is the next level that I've been working on pretty well for 12 months, but mainly over the last 6 months with some great new scientific research that's come out that I've put into the programs that I'm working with my higher level international corporate clients. And also I've been testing a little bit in the last group of the Blueprint Conversion System. Now, one thing I'm going to share with you is what is the biggest expense in your business? And some might say the business rent, some may say it's my training, some may say it's marketing. But one thing that Tony Robbins said quite some time ago is the biggest expense is not having the skills to sell enough to get you where you want to be. And quick calculation would be, where are you at now? Where do you want to get to? That gap is the expense. And you may be doing everything right. And I know a lot of you are doing everything right. You've done the positioning, the packaging, and you've got some of the sales training down. This next level is going to help you squash that gap and really achieve your results a lot faster. So why is flow selling different? And the big thing is when you see how much research has actually gone into this, it is proven. I get 2 to 3 trainings, releases, white papers, webinars from 2 companies in particular, Decision Labs and Corporate Visions, and some of the people that they work with, on the actual science of what they're working with their companies. And they're working with 50 to 500 million plus and even billion-dollar companies with this research. Okay, so it's scientifically proven. What normally happens then is I filter it through some of the work that I do with my people, and it's practically proven. So it's not just the theory, it's how can I distill all of these papers and research and findings, and how can I distill it and package it in a way that's going to be easy for you to implement? So first and foremost, it's proven scientifically and proven practically. Finally, it's an end-to-end funnel and sales system. And you've probably heard me say that I'm not a funnel geek. I'm not a techie guy whatsoever. But what's in this program is the part that I've been working with some groups, and that's called Funnel Flow Magic. So that's the lead attraction and how to accelerate them to come to you. So that's sort of the funnel side of it. And I'm not going to tell you what tech to use and what the tech is and how you should build it. But what I am going to take you through is where can you add pieces of this to really enhance and accelerate the people that go through your funnel. And we'll get into that in the whole bit of the training. And then it's actually the sales itself. So it's an end-to-end system to connect with the people and then really enroll them. The great thing about this, it does not rely on tech. So you might have a 2-step funnel. Somebody connects with you, they have a call, and you have the call. It's that simple. But the great thing is, even though this is the highest level of sales training that I have actually seen, and I enrolled in some of the best people in America 3 months ago to do their sales training, and by far this takes it to a whole new level. However, you don't have to be the hot shot itself. Okay, so I've broken it all down. So even if you're a first-time newbie and somebody that hates selling, this program is going to be for you. So what flow is, and here's the science behind the key part of it. It's frequent, leveraged, outcome wins. Now let me go through, and I'm going to start at the bottom. When I wrote my book, Exceed, How to Exceed Your Own Personal and Professional Expectations, and I knew that as an athlete, when you had a win, it would catapult you to the next level. There were so many athletes around, and so many times I was in the situation that I would be almost getting there. I would be coming the seconds and thirds and almost getting there. But then, as we say in sport, you have a breakthrough win, then the win after win after win. So I researched what that was all about. And some of the studies that I found, one in particular for Ian H. Robertson, basically said that when you have a win as an animal, a human or a fish, going up through evolution, when we had a win, it would give us a surge of dopamine and a few other hormones and testosterone. Basically, the power of the dopamine is the sense of well-being, the sense of focus and motivation. All comes from that surge of dopamine. And the testosterone gives you a surge of confidence. So if you help people in your process have wins, and I'm going to share with you in the actual training how to choreograph the wins and how to turn your outcomes, which is what I've been teaching, how to have outcomes, sell the outcome, and how to turn that into a win. When you choreograph those wins and they have the surge of dopamine and testosterone several times through your conversation, it becomes harder for them to say no. It's that surge, a repeated surge of chemicals into the body that gives them that good feeling. It's virtually giving them a dose of drugs. And then you're the person that would take it away. And it's harder for them to say no. So we will go through how to create frequent, how to leverage them, and how to have outcome wins that would make it really, really hard for them to walk away from you. And that's going to be a great place to be. Yes, it is all based on science. Some of you have seen something like this before. This is the detail that the people have gone through to get the research, the facts that I built my program on. Some of the studies that I've digested, high velocity selling, inside the buyer's brain, the we you language difference, the state of videos and how to use them, persuasive sales presentations, and the neuroscience of credibility. Plus, here are some that we will be including in the actual presentation in part of the advanced training. How to close the confidence gap. Mastering metaphors, and that's basically the art of telling the right story at the right time for the right result. Now, there are a lot of people out there saying, oh, you've got to use stories in your sales presentation. Well, yes, you do. But the science behind what I'm going to share with you are what are the right stories and how often should you use them. How to create moving presentations. You see that I'm actually using annotations and the science behind why you should use it, how you should use it. And when you learn this, it's like, well, that makes sense. It makes selling and communicating so much easier. How to humanize the buying experience. And some of you that have done the DNQC formula with me knows that this is where it's actually come from. The data insights, whether it's data insights questions and how to use all of that, it's all based on science and working so well. So that's the background of where it's all come from. Here's the program structure and the benefits. Now, I'm going to be doing live training for around 8 weeks. It may actually go a little longer, because if you come up with some suggestions that make sense that I put into the program, then I'm going to film them. And you will be invited to come along. So if you come along and have your feedback and say, Steve, this would really be helpful, then I'm going to film it and put it in. And that's going to be very helpful for you because you're asking for it. So you get all the live training sessions. They're going to be Q&A and implementation mentoring. So we're going to do the first part of it pretty well as a presentation training. Then it's your Q&A. How would you use it, which is going to be great feedback for those watching. And also, you will be shown how you could best implement it in your business. Now, there are some already pre-recorded videos that are going to go in it. One of, in particular is Video Mastery. When I get to the modules, I'll share with you how you actually not only get access to it, I will be coaching you through Video Mastery for a couple of weeks. So you get all the pre-recorded training. We will have our own separate Facebook group just for this. And when it's built, this will be a high-level program. Once people have done the Blueprint Conversion System, they can step up to this program. You actually get it for free. This will be a 10 to 12 week program, and it will be starting at around $5,000. So it's not a cheap program that you're actually getting access to the building of, and you will get it again when it is released. So that's the actual structure and the benefits of getting in now. You pretty well get a $5,000 program twice. So here we go. And again, I forgot this one. You get the most advanced sales training on the planet. And I've seen what's out there for the last 5 to 10 years, and this will be the most advanced. But guess what? It will be the easiest for you to implement. So as I said, the program is broken into 2 parts. There is the funnel flow magic, how to enhance and accelerate your client flow and have more people excited and in a hurry to work with you. And that's the funnel flow magic. It's the unseen. And then the flow selling, getting inside your prospect's head to really know what they want and to make it harder for them to say no than actual yes. So module 1 is building your own personal magnetic energy. We've spoken about positioning. That's positioning. How do we take that to a whole new level and show you how you can really physically attract, how you can be in networking groups and people will gravitate towards you, how you can put content out there and people will fall in love with it and you. For those who don't know, I've got a background in film and TV and videos. I've hosted my own network TV show. I've been on TV in actually 5 different continents and been an executive producer for Warner Brothers. So I've got a reasonable background on helping and producing and directing people. So you will get access to the Video Mastery course, and I am going to coach you through presenting, scripting, connecting with people through the lens and a little bit of tech setup. Okay, so we're going to get all of that done first as well. That's right at the beginning. So as you're going through, you can also be shooting more videos and get them reviewed and refined as we're going through. But first and foremost, this part is going to be how to build your personal magnetic energy. Now, the next one is getting inside your client's head. I didn't realize how crucial it was until the research came out just on 2 months ago that 47.5% of buyers do not know what their real pain is. They don't know. So here's what is happening right now. Most people are coming and saying, yeah, I think I need this. And then people potentially like you, and I know I have done at times, we just present and sell what we want to sell. And because they don't know what they really need, they don't really know whether it's going to be right for them. So the first part of this part is actually how do we go through the questioning? And some of you, when I trialed this in some recent training in the Blueprint Conversion System, we went through the 4 understands. And this is what it's going to be. How to understand, have them understand that you understand them. When they get that you get them, they've got a relationship with you, you're showing greater empathy. Then they can understand what you do, understand how what you do affects them, but most importantly, help them understand what their real problems are. When you've got these two together, when they can understand what they really need and they understand that you know what they really need, then that there starts a whole new conversation. And that is going to be gold when you can have that at the start of a conversation, because the conversation will be on the same tracks, it'll be going fast, and it'll be going in the same direction. Then we're going to go through a next step version of what are you really selling, the box value versus the agreed implementable value, and how you can take that as a proven formula to avoid price comparisons and objections. Now, the other thing is, I tell people that this generally avoids objections. What I will be taking you through is what happens when you actually get them. How do you work with people when you've got an objection? And most importantly, how to avoid them. But what happens if they do come along? The next module is going to be all about the energy, the personal energy, and how to use it and how to enhance the buying energy so that it's speeding through the actual funnel itself. They will be in a hurry to actually work with you, and that will be because of the energy. And wait till you see some of the science behind that. I've just finished putting that chapter in my new book, and it's going to blow you away on how you can use it so easily, to use energy to be able to get the sale. Then we actually start part 2, which is the selling part. So we've got them to the conversation. We've got them through the funnel, whether it's a 1-2 step or a 20 step, it doesn't matter. They've come to the funnel with energy. They're excited and educated that they have to have this conversation with you. What we will be doing here is spending a whole model on the transition from the funnel and how do you set up the sales conversation in a way that they're not feeling really pushy or salesy. And you will be getting the bit on how to maintain the energy flowing through, not dropping off and then starting again with the call, but the one question, this one question basically reduces initial buyer's resistance. And there's lots of questions that are out there that people told to ask. Sounds cookie cutter selling. I'm on a sales call, but you ask this one question, it just wipes out and puts you on a whole new planet. Module 6, we will go into the real science and the power behind flow and how to choreograph the wins, how to focus on the win. So you've got the features, advantages, benefits, outcome. Outcome is usually where I've been teaching people, sell the value of the outcome. But when you turn that into a win, and it's only just 1 or 2 steps that's really easy to do, then that, as I said here, is going to be your golden ticket. Now, one of the things that we will be doing in training, a lot of people have their sales conversation where the prospect basically is a spectator. You do a presentation, you've probably seen it before, they watch it, they think, wow, that was a good presentation, and walk home. Just like sitting in the grandstand. Wow, that was a good football match, soccer match, netball match, whatever it is, and I'm going home. There's no sale. That's the spectator model, and that's normally the present and pitch model. Then you've got the cheerleader. And they're on the sidelines, they're cheering, they're getting involved in the match, just a little bit from the sidelines. You know, the people who are doing the cookie cutter ask these questions, etc. They're cheerleaders, but they don't go into the dressing sheds and celebrate the win. They're off, they go home their own way. And then there is the MVP. How do you make your people the most valuable player, or as we say in Australia, the best and fairest? When you learn how to make your prospect, your client, the MVP, they're going to celebrate with you in the dressing sheds. They're going to celebrate the win with you. They're going to be excited that they've got the sale you're selling to them. Next bit, how to use flow with your blueprint. Now, if you've gone through my blueprint conversion system, you've got a great foundation on this. When you see the next layer on this, your conversations with your blueprint certainly will go to a whole new level. And then the last part of it, there will be some of these advanced sales skills. And this will be some great keys to your success. On-camera secrets, how to use the tone and tonality, the empathy, the excitement. That's all going to be part of this part as well. The movements, how to use the movements and getting them to do things that's going to make money, and some simple tech that really will make a difference. So you've heard me say it before, it's the system, not the salesperson. So if you think, well, this is not for me because I'm not a hotshot salesperson, this is for you. Because you're not a hotshot salesperson and you don't want to be, and you don't want to be seen as a hotshot salesperson, this will help you be more empathetic. It will help you make a bigger impact, not just sell. So it's going to be the system that makes a massive difference. And this new extra layer system is going to be huge. So quick recap of what's in it. You've got all the live training, access to all the resources, worksheets, scripts, etc. Access to all the pre-recorded training. You're going to have the tools and the frameworks to really understand how and what your clients want to buy, not just how can I sell more of my stuff. When you understand this is going to go to a whole new level, you will have access to the full program when it is released. Okay, so that's all that there. Now, this program tops out at 20. There's only going to be 20 people in it because I want to keep it small and manageable. I want to manage all of your comments. I want to be able to address them and help you implement it. Okay, so we will start at 10 people and we'll go through to 20. Okay, for just the first 10 of you that come and join the program, I'm going to do, once we've finished, and particularly once we're finished and you've got that extra video mastery program under your belt and your personal magnetic energy, I'm going to do an authority video with you, which I do for some of my high level clients. And some people come and pay just to get this interview done. And they do for $2,500. Now, if you want to put some sort of value on this, I could go back and say, well, this part here is worth an extra $5,000 because you get this. One of my people went through this the other day. One call using this methodology helped him sell a $60,000 program, which he had never been able to sell before. Now, I could say this is worth $7,000 or whatever, but I'm not selling the box. I'm selling the real value, the real wins that you're going to get when you implement this into your business. So, but I better give you an investment price. It's just $888 USD. And I've done it at that to make it a no-brainer. And hell, I hate cliches, but that's a term. I want to take the price point out of it, or at least just start with 555 and get going. I will guarantee you that within the first 2 weeks of doing this, you'll definitely have your money's worth and you'll be able to implement that into your business. So do whatever it takes to get in. It's going to be a small group and we're going to really take you to a whole new level. For those of you who have been around the blueprint conversion system over the last 3 or 4 weeks, you've seen me start teaching some of this, testing it a little bit on the people that are there. The feedback has been phenomenal. It layers directly on top of it. So all it's going to be is this. Now,